Hello, my friends, and welcome to tonight's episode of the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. We are back after a week of not really streaming due to a number of good things, including one of the cast members from the Astral Callings wedding, which was absolutely lovely and amazing. But you'll hear more about that in a couple of weeks. So, before we get started, some announcements. Here are those announcements. Other shows on the channel Wednesday night. Wild Ambitions back. We're doing our next episode. We got a ritual to get through. We got ghosts and undead to fight. And then we got some fun DD related stuff coming up shortly too.
Oh.
Then moving right along from that, we are off again on Friday for the Astral Calling because we're going to go get K barbecue as a group.
Yeah.
You're making me hungry.
And I'm going to get the restaurant name from McKenna tonight, and I'm going to make a reservation tomorrow afternoon.
It is quite literally called All You Can Eat Barbecue and Sushi, and it is not a kind of joint where you get a reservation.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're just
Unless
going
we
to
can
roll up.
we can find another K barbecue place.
I'm going after the one that you said was good because I don't know what to look for, so we're doing that.
We'll talk.
We'll talk. Either way. But moving right along, in search of good times and good news with such good friends we can't lose. So this streaming thing became a habit. Now, we have other shows, but they will be on hiatus until the 20th. Once we get back to the 20th, so next week, we are going to be doing the full streaming schedule again. So 20th, Strength of 1000, 21st, Starfield, Road to 100%. Join me as I 100% Starfield. Wednesday night of next week, Wild Ambition. Friday night of next week, Astral Calling. Saturday night of next week, the Tabletop Bros return with Baldur's Gate 3. And then Sunday of next week, we will not have a cozy co-op. Sadly, the singing competition that I was doing that was supposed to be the afternoon was pushed back to the evening. So I will not be able to do cozy co-op as I will be doing a singing competition.
Good luck.
Cool. Thank you. I'm going to break many legs, including my own. But that's enough from me. Matt, why don't you do me a favor and introduce the wonderful people that we have here on this stream?
Yes, well, hello, everyone. I am Matt, or Urbanaut at various places on the internet, and I am happy to welcome you all to our 100th episode of the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I am both amazed and a little concerned. We've gotten into the triple digits with this adventure. I feel I have not been strict enough with the players. A magic train might come along at some points and get you back on the tracks, but as long as you're having fun, that's what matters. As long as you, the viewer, are having fun, that's what matters. But I have some fun things planned for this evening, and I don't want to spend too much time on the intro, so I'm just going to point out cast members, and they can introduce themselves and their characters, and we will forego the usual funny, quirky little question I have for reasons. But speaking of funny, quirky, let's start with the man who got this all going. Will, why don't you introduce yourself again and your characters?
Hello, I'm Will, also known as Tabletop Rolls everywhere on the internet. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And tonight, I am playing Igara, Gama, and Choco, the, oh god, I cannot wait till we get another level and you can become useful in combat again.
But what is Igaro, Will? What is Igaro?
Igara is a Gripply summoner for now.
Oh, interesting. And speaking of people who play classes that they are a little with at times, McKenna.
Hello. I'm McKenna Ray Tynan, McKenna Ray Art on all the socials, mostly TikTok, sometimes Instagram. And tonight I'm playing Avi, the Nick Tarot Witch, along with her familiar Agate.
And moving right along to other players who are playing classes that I consider a bit of a hard mode, Sarah. Why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
Hello, everybody. I'm Sarah Margaret, Big Red Cat Pictography on the social medias, and I am playing Charlotte, the naughty toxicologist.
Delightful. And moving right along from the small spider to the large doggo, we have PJ. Introduce yourself, your character.
Hi, everyone. My name is PJ McGaw. I was also here at the very beginning, and then I had to go off to go do other projects. But I'm super excited to be back for the episode Big 100. I'm playing Benji the Basenji, the good boy Magus with the cards that explode. And I am looking forward to what we get to celebrate today, which is each other and the stories that we tell.
Aww.
And speaking of other people who can make your heart warm with joy, so why don't you introduce yourself and your character?
That was really smooth of you. Hi, I'm Zoe. I go by Zoe's Pose on the internet, and I'm playing Ophelia. She is our whisper elf bard. She loves everything cute, pastel, pop, and witch-like, and she wants to bewitch your heart.
And with that, why don't we go ahead and roll right into things tonight? Will, if you can, engage that intro.
After you introduce yourself, Matt.
I did. I was at the top.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm clicking the button. There's so many introductions now.
Don't worry.
Back.
And we're back.
We're back.
So, when last we left our adventurers, our lore speakers of the Magambia, they had set out on a new adventure. During the last adventure, almost as sort of a footnote, they had come across a map to what they discovered was a lost city, rumored to be somewhere in the Screaming Jungle. After dealing with a little bit of quote-unquote housekeeping back in Ntambu and at the Magambia, the group decided they needed to set out because they had heard that the Illuminated Tree, a group that they don't have a high opinion of, had dispatched their own expedition and possibly had a day head start. So they have headed off into the jungle. But before we get into the actual action, to commemorate the 100th episode, I have collected a number of questions for the cast. So I'm going to just check my notes here.
Collected from where?
Oh, you shall see. So, first question from Dire Wombat 843 asks, so, if you could have a homebrew made to your specs to play in, what would be the theme / vibe? Horror, steampunk? What would it be?
Did you say Zoe?
Yeah,
Me specifically?
this is a question for you specifically. I have
Oh,
almost an equal amount of questions for everyone. We've got about 11 questions. Which I'm going to space out
I
through the night.
really freaking enjoyed the farming sim that Will was doing.
Our cozy
Why?
adventure.
I really liked the cozy adventure. One of my favorite games is Rune Factory, so if there was a little bit of battling in that with the farming and the like leveling up your your hearts with people, that's my jam. I love that so much. Yeah.
Delightful. Thank you, Dire Wombat 843 for your question. I'm curious what kind of attacks a Dire Wombat has, but I'm also a little scared. But getting back into the adventure, the party had been journeying through the Screaming Jungle, and they came upon a scene of mist-shrouded pillars, some of which were toppled, some still standing, and there were some figures in the pillars, some very top-heavy figures. And when they approached them, These figures seemed to react to their presence and seemed quite upset that you were encroaching on their sacred territory, which brings us to the Rumble in the Screaming Jungle. Yeah, tonight we're going with Punch Finder.
Not Punch Finder.
I'm here for this. I'm here for this so goddamn hard. Let's go.
So the figures that emerge from the mists, ready to throw down. They're top-heavy, gray-skinned with fiery veins, ready to put you all in the ground.
Listen, as a top-heavy figure myself, I also don't appreciate people encroaching on my sacred space. So I kind of vibe with them.
These guys literally
Same.
have like cartoon physics. They have like 2/3 of their body is their upper torso and arms. Then they have the little legs. But they
Stop
also have, like,
describing me to my friends,
They
okay?
also have crazy vine-like
PJ,
hair.
you would never skip leg day.
No, in fact, after this, I'm probably gonna go because I like
Yeah.
booty.
So we are going to roll initiative as 3 Drapilu come down from the tightrope, ready to lay the smackdown on these nerds in the jungle.
You have no idea how happy this has made me.
Also, these sunglasses are
calling
not
a
fitting properly
nerd?
because they're jamming into my headphones.
Look, I'm just gonna say, to those who know, you can make a very good wrestler in Pathfinder 2E, and I am currently writing, have been for almost a year, a certain supplement from a certain company to give you more wrestling goodness in your Pathfinder game.
It's funny you should mention
Yeah, no, we're
wrestling.
Oh, I'm so excited! Look, you said top
Matthew,
rope.
I'm
so.
sorry. I can't see anything.
Oh, are you not
The map
on
is
the
all
table?
black
No,
for me.
Avi is not on the
Oh,
thing. I
sorry.
got it. I will put Avi onto the map. Avi, I've put you
There
on the
I
map.
am.
You gotta wipe
Now
the
I
fear
can click
from your
my
eyes.
token and roll
You
initiative.
gotta get in that ring.
I'll take a 32.
And I will not forget this time.
Oh.
to-
EJ, while Matt's doing this, the next character I'm going to play, Pixie Inventor, using the robot one, but I'm going to take the rideable feat on the robot one, and it's going to be a Pixie Mech Rider.
All
That's
right, so I
great.
think that's everyone. I'm going to set to descending. All right. We start with the numero uno, who's ready to bring the pain. Just checking which one it is. Okay, yes, this guy over here. Now, you notice one thing right away. None of these guys are wielding weapons. They do have fists that are bigger than all of your heads.
Well, that's not hard.
So he is just going to smack his hands together, let forth a huge battle cry, and is going to use 2 actions to move. Just double checking their movement. Oh yeah, they can move 80 if they go twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, you're good. This guy's gonna run right at Igora, and he is going to use just his fist. He's going to lash out with a unarmed fist attack. That is a 41.
Well, I have good news and bad news, Matt.
What's the good news?
The good news is that a 41 will not crit me.
And the bad news is it hits.
Nice.
The bad news is that it hits.
Well, I got even more bad news for you, compadre, because these creatures have improved grab. So as long as they hit you, you are now grabbed. And now
I have
I've got
even
some.
more bad news, which is that I can't see the enemy's rolls in chat.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just going to do a quick test. This is not an actual thing. Can you see that?
Yeah.
There we go.
So
All
I'm
right.
taking 33 bludgeoning, and
7 fire.
has it been a year?
It has not been a year, so you take 2 fire.
There we go. So as the
You-
fact that that's going to be
The
a thing
fire
that we have
starts
to
to
keep-
burn through you, flesh
the
and
fact
say,
that we
"Not
have to
today."
keep track of that. 33, so that'll become 35 damage. All right, cool.
Sunglasses. There we go. All right,
I'm just gonna say it's on Matt to tell us when a year has passed.
that's,
Yeah, that's
fair.
fair.
And I got even more bad news, Will, for you.
Yeah, Matt.
Now that you have been grabbed, you are the weapon.
Sweet.
These guys literally
Oh,
have the ability to hit a mother
classic.
trucker with another mother trucker in more than one way.
Nice.
So we move on to the queen of the tightropes because she walks on webs because she's a spider. It's Sarah with Charlotte. And after Charlotte's turn, I will have the next question for a member of the cast.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Fighting and thinking? What?
I can't. My brain don't work that way. I'm
No
coming
thoughts,
off
just fight.
of no talk, only fight. That's all I do. And also throw bombs in faces. I'm going to throw a moderate crystal shard at this dude with a directional bombing feat to ensure that it goes yays. But not far enough that it actually is going to hit this dude because it won't go that far, I don't think.
They're a little far away.
Yeah, but I'm still gonna throw.
Ooh,
41.
a
we're back.
41. Goodness. That will definitely hit. Not quite a crit, but it will definitely hit. So that
All
will
right,
be
that's
5
5 piercing.
That they have 1 resistance and it's not to piercing, so
They are also on uneven terrain, so if they try to step out of it, caltrops will attack. They'll get hit again.
Nice.
yeah.
And two.
Actually, hold on 1 second.
Yes. Please don't say it. Please don't do that. Don't say that.
Here's the thing. Don't worry, it won't be bad for you. They do have a reactive ability based around physical ranged attacks, but it doesn't help them in this instance because it only raises their AC by 4 because they have a deflect arrow. But it's not
Nice.
enough. It's almost enough, but it's not. And now his reaction's been used. So yeah, he's gonna take that 5 damage. God, I can't see too well. I'm gonna take the sunglasses off because I want
Your
to feel the fire.
hubris. Your
That was
hubris.
so funny, Matthew.
I'm trying to make the 100th episode fun for y'all.
You're succeeding.
See, it's
All right.
going.
You
It's
got
going
2
pretty
actions
damn
left.
well.
Do you have the guts to use them though?
Oh,
I'm gonna try. I do have the guts. I'm gonna
Then show me.
try for a hydraulic push against him. Probably
Oh.
won't work, but I'll try it anyway, just to see if I roll high.
Interesting.
So, because this is a spell and not physical, can I roll for first attack on that one, or is it second?
Is it a spell attack roll? Hydraulic push?
I don't know. Hydraulic push, when I look at my character sheet, has hydraulic push and the number 2 and the number 3. So I don't know.
I think it is then. Then it would be number 2.
It is a spell attack roll, and it would be number 2 in this case.
35. So
35.
probably not.
Let me check. That is just 1 off, I'm afraid. Bard Song is not yet up.
Damn. All right, it was
You
worth a
get
try.
that
All right.
crowd cheering.
And now he's like a wet t-shirt contest sort of thing. He got wet,
Oh,
but nothing happened.
His rock-like pectorals and abs are now glistening. You hear some
Eager
screaming from the
becomes-
jungle.
Igora becomes self-conscious.
All right,
Now.
and that will end my turn.
That brings us to the end of Charlotte's turn. So, next question. Kobold Matriarch 26 asks, Will, what made you want to run Strength of Thousands over any of the other APs?
The author of the second book is a pretty good online friend of mine, and I was really excited to get to play through their work. That was why.
Good
Because
enough for me.
because of Quentin Murphy's writing, and because I was really excited to get to do their first full venture. They were a Pathfinder Society writer. Play through all their scenarios. They write really great stuff. I highly recommend it.
All right. Well, thank you for the question, Kobold Matriarch 26. I'm curious what happened to Kobold Matriarchs 1 through 25, but maybe it's better we don't know. Moving on, it is now Ophelia's turn, followed by Avi.
So I'm an honest bard. I rolled a 28, and then it double clicked to something else. So it's not my turn yet.
Oh, hold on. I will just move that back down into the proper position.
Thanks.
There you go. Avi, you're up.
You're a good friend, so.
I should also note, that
Oh boy.
these guys
Let
don't
that
seem
change what I
like
wanna do.
they want you guys have gotten into a lot of scrapes at this point. And you've seen a lot of things that have, you look at them and think, oh, that thing wants to rip my head off and eat my spine.
Yeah.
These guys don't have that like killing intent in their face. They look angry, but they don't want to necessarily rip you limb from limb.
Oh. Oh, so maybe they don't want to fight?
No, they do want to fight.
Oh, okay.
They want to tussle.
They want to
Ugh.
tussle. Okay.
Show me what you
well,
got.
I think I'm gonna do a check, do a knowledge check.
All
Because
right.
I want to know what the heck these things are. I can't really tell if they're undead or not, because that'll affect what I cast. What do you want me to roll, Matthew?
I would say this would be either Arcana or Occultism.
They're the same. I'll roll Arcana. Nat 20!
All right. So you recall Tales, the Milwaukee Jungle, and you heard tell, of the Doctrilu. The Doctrilu are aberrations. They're hulks with banded muscles who wear ornate masks at all times that fill their wearers with magical strength and fighting spirit. They love to battle, especially by grappling, and are eager to start brawls. On neutral ground, a Dropilu offers to duel the strongest looking opponent, but when their home turf is invaded, no rules apply for the confrontation. As befits the superheated blood that fuels them, they make their homes in warm locations, hot jungles, sunny deserts. Oh, we lost McKenna. It was too much lore.
Too much. Oh no. We lost the McKenna.
Also, Will, you are still muted.
All of the cameras are messed up now, and I'm away from the PC, so I can't fix it easily. McKenna, no.
If she comes back, will it fix them?
Yes, it will.
All right, everyone, let's pray
she'll
for
be
McKenna.
back. She'll be back, I believe.
McKenna.
She'll be back.
Back to where she once belonged.
Soon you'll
Ooh.
see. You'll remember that you were me.
Urban Duffman, what? I'm just
Urban
looking at
Duffman.
chat
You're
now.
a duff man.
Duff man can't breathe. Oh no. Oh, maybe that's what they're referring to. It's like an urban Duff man. I feel like it's pretty urban.
Yeah.
He's in
Brother.
cities.
Stream will be right back. I'm just going to click off to the other stream so y'all don't have to look at half of our faces. Unless
I
y'all
got
want
you
the
for
banter.
3 minutes. Yeah, I can banter.
Unless they want the banter. Let's give them the banter.
Well, hold on, let me check.
Unless-
I have let's see, who is the next question? Oh, damn it, the next question was for McKenna.
Oh no.
Hold on, I can skip it. All right. Multi-classed into Apricot asks, Sarah, now that you have a good few hours with the Alchemist under your belt, what would you say is your favorite feature?
Oh goodness. I like the there's a certain level of versatility to the alchemist by way of what kinds of, elixirs, bombs, arcanas, whatever you utilize with it. So I have the potential to heal people. I also have the potential to poison. I also have the potential to explode. Like there's a certain versatility to the chemicals, and for the most part, there's an element of being able to have a buff lasting damage to opponents, which is super cool. And also acid burning is like a great descriptor.
Well,
Hello.
thank you, multi-classed into Apricot, for the question.
I'm sorry
Okay.
for whatever I'm sure I just did to your camera as well. Spectrum is having an outage in our area. I'm currently on my iPhone hotspot.
Oh boy.
So if it's a little bit rough coming from me, I'm sorry. Just 100 episode tings.
I mean, it's on brand.
Can't control the beast that is Spectrum. So Matthew, I heard okay, so you recall.
Oh boy, you didn't catch any of it.
And that was it. I didn't catch any of it.
Basically, these are big beefy boys. They love to fight. They like to go after the strongest opponent. They got like fiery veins. They got like rock-like skin. They like to hang around in hot locales. And that's just the biography. Because you rolled a nat 20, I'm going to give you 3 questions about the actual mechanical stuff.
Okay. Resistances, weaknesses,
yes.
immunities.
All right, resistance. They have resistance fire 15, which is pretty high, but that's the only resistance. They are immune to being enfeebled while a certain condition is met, and they are also immune to being slowed when a certain condition is met.
Okay, with a nat 20, can I know what that condition is?
Yes, well, that'll be your 3rd question. Is that all right?
I guess I'd rather know if they have weaknesses, I would rather know those.
Well, it's your night then, compadre, because those are 2 connected things.
Yay!
They don't have any technical weaknesses, but they have a weakness that is tied to their immunities. You see, the mask they are wearing are an important part of them that magically empowers them. If the mask can be removed, they lose their regeneration and immunity to enfeebled and slowed and immediately become enfeebled 1. And the enfeebled level increases every subsequent turn as long as the mask has still been removed. Admittedly, the mask being removed requires a DC 34 athletics check. Because those suckers are on there pretty tight. You can't remove the kayfabe in the middle of a match.
Okay.
Kayfabe, but yeah.
Thank you. I don't think I've said that word out loud in a decade.
It's a-okay. I kind of like that. Like, there's like a girl who's like named like Fabian, and she's a wrestler. Her name is Kayfab. That would be great.
That would be great.
Avi hollers, yoink their masks! And I would like to telekinetic maneuver to disarm them of their masks.
Put the spell up there. Let's see if this is actually a thing that telekinetic maneuver can do.
A 40. Using a spell attack roll instead of an athletics check.
I will allow this because it is a clever use of the spell, and those things are sort of like athletic-y kind of things. So those are the kind of things you would use an athletic check for. So
yay!
Oh, and that's just what you rolled. You rolled a 40.
Yeah, it's a 40.
Right. So I should specify which one are you targeting?
Oh, probably the one right in front of me.
All right. All right. So now, are you just like magically slapping it off his face? Are you picking up from the bottom and whoop, pulling it off?
I think it's almost like a runic Spidey silk, where it's like a whoosh, like a out and then whip back, to just whip it right off their face.
Now I gotta ask,
yes.
In keeping with
the
match, are you throwing it into the dirt? Oh, have we lost McKenna again?
No, sorry, Cooper. Just said something funny.
Sorry, that was all robot speak. One more time.
Made a joke about us being anti-maskers on this channel.
Oh no.
Oh no. Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
No, can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Okay, good. No, I was just gonna say Cooper just made a funny comment about us being anti-maskers.
Yes. No, we caught that.
Oh, good.
We aren't. That's a lie.
No, we're not. That's
Check
yourselves
not
and your
friends.
surrender. Sorry, what were you saying, Matthew?
But my question is, are you throwing it down into the dirt with disrespect?
I think if I could just yeet it further away from him with
Yeah,
that.
like, I'm really just asking if you are deliberately like throwing it down on the ground, almost like throwing down a gauntlet, or are you just
No.
getting it off, just getting it off.
No,
No bad manners.
I'm just making it as
No
hard
BM.
for him as possible to put it back. Yeah, a good clean fight.
All right. And you know what? Because you rolled a 40 in athletics with this thing, I'm gonna say the mask actually gets knocked back like 3 squares. So it's like right here. Because admittedly, most of that force goes into removing the mask.
Yes. Oh, if it would be possible to not put it closer to the other guy.
Oh, sure. Do you want to toss it like this direction?
If I can get it like behind Gamma,
Sure.
that's what I would like to do.
I'm not sure what layer this is
I
on.
eat the mask.
I was almost
Good
gonna say
question.
Gamma's got those little eyebrow fringes if you want to do like a ring toss. So,
Yeah.
but that's not how
Ring
the mask works.
toss.
Carnival
Right
games.
through the eye holes.
One day I will take you all character-wise to a spooky carnival.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright,
That's
that's my
Avio's
turn.
turn. Igra, and then Endures in Darkness.
Okay, so I'm going to keep things going with this wrestling theme, Matt.
You are also, remember, immobilized because you are grabbed.
That's fine. I don't need to be immobilized to have basically as they're grabbing onto me, Igra's going to put their like hands together and I'm going to start like channeling like nature energy into them. I'm going to be like Gamma, Gamma, and I'm going to
Oh, boy.
faint. I'm going to
Oh.
faint this thing.
With an E. With an E.
FEINT. Okay.
Yeah, FEINT. Oh, a 28. That probably doesn't beat its will. I'm going to hero point that because I really want this dumb gag to work. 33. Does a 33 beat their will DC, Matt?
Now their will DC would be their will plus 10.
Yeah.
Their will DC unfortunately is 34.
Damn. Okay, so you won't be flat-footed to this, but as Igra is doing this feint of just channeling nature enemy energy, Gamma's going to use their basically move action to get up on top of this pillar here and jump down with a steel belly bump.
Oh, I will mention one
I
other
see
thing.
we're doing the Baldur's Gate tactics.
I'll mention one other thing, McKenna, because you asked about weaknesses and immunities and stuff, and there was an additional detail that's like squirreled away in a weird place that I should have mentioned, but I didn't see it. Their regeneration is also shut off by cold.
Nice.
Oh, that is really important. Thank you.
Yes, because it's actually fairly high regeneration too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's Gamma.
So no fire, all cold.
It's
Yeah.
Gamma with the steel chair.
Gamma with the steel chair.
28 will probably miss.
I'm not going to say it misses necessarily. Just Gamma comes down with like or lashes out with his big belly bump, and the guy just takes it.
Yeah, that's fair. Then Choco's going to get 2 actions for free. So Choco's going to stride to there.
Yeah.
And then
Bring it
Choco is
on.
going to do a jaw attack. They're going to like chomp in with the Choco beak.
Nat 20 with all right, so that will be
And max damage. Oh boy. 29.
Choco hasn't been in combat for quite a while, and he's been saving up all his energy.
38 damage.
Oh,
Choco from the top rope with the diving beak attack. So yeah, that's gonna be 38. Goodness.
Yep, and that's my turn.
Guy.
It's giving Beak Hammer.
Yeah, I
Beak
was gonna say,
hammer.
it's by God, King, that man's got a nest at home.
The Onyx
Old
beak
school.
hammer.
The Choco Bomb. That's what it is.
Endures in Darkness is going to move up. He is going to start his focus spell protective ward, so everyone within 5 feet of him gets +1 to their AC. And then he is going to use his last action to give Benji guidance.
Oh, thank you.
But then we move on to the other Doctrilu. Let's first one first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Gonna run up there. Does Gamma want to take a AO? Bring it all.
Gamma want an AO?
There, that will be exactly what you needed.
So
that
that'll
would be
be a
17.
17 sanic damage.
He just takes it on. Oh, I love the sound of a good cheer. And then this one is going to make a big old punch on Ophelia. Nat 1.
Nice.
He
That
was
will
thrown-
not hit.
he was thrown off by like, oh, and then seeing this lovely woman in like this very fashionable dress and everything with her hair done up and everything. What?
Listen, you were talking about a cheerleader. Like, I could be that for you, but
Oh my. This guy's just gonna step. And then he is going to, I think, punch Gamma twice. I don't think I can grab Gamma. Gamma's too big, I think. He's like 2 categories
Gamma's-
bigger.
Yeah, Gamma's 2 size categories
So-
bigger.
49 to hit though.
But that'll crit.
So that will be 68 bludgeoning and 10 fire damage.
So 3 fire damage. So
Yep.
that'll be 71 points of damage. Nice.
40. To hit.
Also a hit, but not a crit.
All right, so 30 bludgeoning, 1 fire.
Oh boy.
And that was actually both the Drules. The big men. But before we get back into the characters, Ophelia, I have a question that was originally going to go to McKenna before she popped out of here for that brief moment. So McKenna, oh boy. Fireballs for days, and they're all the balls and days ends with Z's. McKenna, how do you think such a lengthy AP compares to similarly lengthy homebrews that you've experienced? Do you feel a loss of freedom or no?
Oh, this is an interesting question. I think for me, the issue that I have with a lot of APs is that there's a need to sort of balance like combat and everything else, and sometimes that leads to combat just for the sake of combat. I'm a really big believer in that violence needs to have a purpose and that it should help move the story along and not just be like an obstacle to get through to get to something else. And that is how a lot of modules and adventure paths sort of treat violence as a storytelling beat, if they treat it as a storytelling beat at all. Often the most like narratively significant fights that you will be in are boss fights, and I think that's the biggest difference for me, opposed to homebrew. Is homebrew, I think you can have a lot more narratively significant fights and have fights with more narrative mechanics in them, and other ways to go about that fight, whereas an AP might not necessarily have those options.
A thoughtful and
But
considered
also I
answer.
think APs give DMs who might not otherwise have the time and energy to homebrew a whole universe a really good starting off point. So I feel like if that's how you approach an adventure path or a module, is this is a starting off point from which I will build upon, which is I think what Matt has done really nicely. I think that's sort of where adventure paths and modules shine, in my opinion. That's a good question though.
Yes, thank you. Fireballs for days.
Thank you, fireballs.
I hear there's a cream for that. Moving right along. Ophelia, you're up, then Benji. And then we'll be back at the top of the round.
my. Yeah, we're gonna go with an Inspire Heroes. We're going to see what we get from this performance check. You know what?
Okay.
I'll just take the hero point. That'll be a 43.
Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. I'm just checking something because I'm always forgetting the difficulty class by level thing. Went past it. All right, you guys are level 14 now, right?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, the first
Yeah.
one wouldn't be good enough. The second one is, in fact, a crit.
Ooh, we got that
Because
+3.
32 is the DC for this level.
Great.
So
Nice.
So we got that +3 for y'all.
+3 for everyone.
I'm gonna keep that up through the whole fight.
Got
And
two
then
actions remain.
there's two different things. So what happens if they get the masks back?
Without the masks, the regeneration doesn't work. They take increasing levels of what is it? It's not stupefied, is it clumsy or hold on a sec. They become increasingly enfeebled every round. So they'll be enfeebled 1 this first round, the next round they'll be enfeebled 2, so forth. Maximum enfeebled 4. Admittedly, they can put the masks back on if you can get to his mask.
All right, so the one in front of me, I'm gonna try a funky little synesthesia on him.
Oh
Please
my.
make me a will save.
All right, we'll save. Failure. Not critical, but failure.
All right, so for a minute, it's gonna be clumsy 3.
Oh boy.
Not going to be gonna have to make a flat check to see us. And he's to find his mask and put it on.
Ooh.
So there's that.
Okay.
And that's gonna be my turn, and with that, I might actually have to go.
Yeah.
So I have a
Before you
performance.
go watch, go,
you
go see
did.
Everyone and
Tabletop.
anyone in the LA area, make sure to check out Zozy Posey. That's right, the Zopo happening in WeHo tonight at the Abbey as she goes live for a performance of Make Believe Stage's one and only musical masterpiece, Tabletop, the musical. If you like the dice, that's so nice and a little bit of spice on camera, go see it happening live here in LA and them, of course, too. Goodbye, Zoe. We love it. Have a great night.
Preach it, brother.
Will, what do you know? It's a whole thing.
Why don't we have you on all of our promotional campaigns, PJ? What are we doing with ourselves?
Yeah, what are we doing wrong?
I don't know. You never call me.
I got the
Right.
I take the photos,
Aw.
you do the videos. We got this.
do you want me to make?
Do the social media. Yeah.
But yeah, that will be
Aw.
Ophelia's turn. I'm also gonna put a little.
All right, don't forget your +3. Have fun. Don't die.
I'm gonna blow
Good
everyone out.
Thank you for the
luck.
+3.
Thank
Clumsy little
you.
boot on
Have
this
a
guy.
have a fun performance. Knock
Break
'em
my knee
dead.
legs.
You're
Benji,
gonna
you're
break
up.
all the legs.
Shatter femurs. All right. So it's my turn, right? Now
Yes.
I need to confirm we've only hit one of these bad boys, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's the one with the boot on their face,
Yeah, he
correct?
is clumsy. He's going to be enfeebled.
Okay. Clumsy and enfeebled. Then what I'm gonna do, and the mask is off, so he's no longer getting his regeneration.
Yes.
Okay. It's time to pull out some stops, and I'm going to take out a card, and I'm going to spell strike into that bad boy with a little spell called Telekinetic Bombardment.
Oh my.
So I'm gonna roll to hit
Yeah,
first.
it's a good one.
Yeah,
I just like to think like a halo of cards appears around him before he's just like and sends them all flying.
Yeah, with a spell strike from a throwing card, I can only imagine this is like anime is all hell.
Oh, yeah.
Here's my roll to hit. It's on my character page. There we go. Okay. Please hit.
Well, remember, Clumsy reduces their AC, so he gets -3 to his AC, and you're getting a total, I think, of +4 because you're getting 3 from Bard Song and 1 from the guidance.
Which means that's a 48 to hit.
Yes. So that is going to be a
Nice.
crit then.
Holy shit.
Here we
It's
go.
like
Mhm.
stacking debuffs and buffs is a good idea or something.
Right?
Yay.
So the card that I
Teddy's into
throw,
it.
yeah, the card that I throw at this guy is going to do 12 damage.
The chaos. It's the Teddy chaos. Chaos!
Oh, what's the
Chaos.
kitty doing?
Right.
Chaos! Oh my god, that cat is so
Chaos!
Emily is working on that emote, by the way.
Oh, I'm so excited for it.
And telekinetic bombardment with a crit.
Hold on, I'm going to do the damage from the other thing first.
Yeah.
So that's going to be 12 plus 24 is 36 in total. Okay, then telekinetic bombardment is 55 bludgeoning, and there are other effects. Reflex save. Now,
Yeah.
this is a reflex-based thing, so the clumsy also comes into play on this. So he's gonna have -3, whatever this roll is.
And since I crit, it's counted as 1 degree less.
Nice.
Actually, hold on a sec.
Nice.
I have to check.
And because I have the Inspire Heroics, the damage is +3 for the card and +3 on the spell.
Okay, so Enfeebled's not going to do anything to this. Enfeebled is like the
Goddamn,
strength-based version. Enfeebled is the strength-based
Yeah.
version of Clumsy.
Yeah.
But Clumsy's still not doing the -3 to whatever his reflexes were going to be. Rolled pretty well, so he's going to have a 43 on this. So that
Okay.
will be a crit success. But it only becomes a success then because of PJ's thing.
So,
Yep.
So,
So
takes
Yeah.
half damage, so that's going to be 55 divided by 2 is 54.
technically 58 because of the Inspire Heroics.
Thank you very much. That makes it a little bit easier, I think. So that's going to be 28. No, that would be 56.
Hold on. So it's 58 divided by 2. 58 divided by 2
59.
should
29.
yes, 29. 29.
29.
Yes. 29 plus 15
We
should
can
be
do math together.
29 plus 14 should be
yeah.
44 total damage.
Well, remember the striking throwing cards thing was a crit. So it became 24, and then you doubled the Sonic and the Force.
Right.
So it was actually 36 in total. Plus the 29. So it's actually quite a lot of damage for that turn.
Thank God.
Yeah, that was a solid hit. And I think that was that's because I think that's your whole turn then, I think. Right?
Nope.
No,
That's
spell
just 2 of my
strike
3
is
actions.
the 2 actions.
Yeah. And so my last action, as I pull out the card and I throw it at him, and suddenly you see a bunch of other like a legion of cards turn into like stone fists and start pummeling him, like just I then pull up my entire deck of cards, fan it, spread it around me as I activate my Arcane Cascade stance, and my cards are just like dripping punches off their card edges, and my eyes start glowing red.
Ooh.
I like it. You know what also makes me a little sad is that because your spell strike is ranged, you're not getting the flat-footed either.
Oh.
If it had been melee, it would have been flat-footed too, which would have been crazy. You're already critting, but anyway, we move on to that guy who's like, ugh, it's just getting punch drunk. He needs his mask back, so he is going to stumble way over there.
Is he releasing me as part of that?
Yeah, you know what? Yes, he lets go of you.
Perfect.
But don't worry, there's other guys who can pick you up and start swinging you around.
Ooh, woo.
They literally can throw people. They are the unarmed. They are the improvised barbarian. But he has to pass a DC 5 flat check just to pick up his mask because he is clumsy. So that's gonna be
Nice.
just. But that's an action.
Ooh.
Pick it up, and then another action to put it back on. So he loses his entire turn. But at least at the end of his turn, his regeneration comes back. So he gets
Regeneration, start of the turn.
Start of the turn? Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't had a lot of creatures of the generation yet. So
Yeah, it's at the top of their turn.
okay, that's his turn. Charlotte.
So unfortunately I don't have any cold magic or alchemy based things. So I'm just gonna go with a good old 1-2 punch. I'm
The old
going
1-2
to
punch.
they're very close together. That's very awkward.
Who just moved the dude?
I did.
I
I'm trying to
don't know.
get rid of the paint.
Paint? Oh, that thing.
Hold
Might
on,
be on
I
a
have to
different
think.
layer.
I had a thought and then he moved himself and now I'm back to square one again. How am I gonna do this? Well, let's try this way. I'm going to directionally, even with directional bomb, it's gonna probably hit Gamma, unfortunately. Yeah. What? Okay. So it is gonna hit Gamma if I aim here, unfortunately. FYI.
How's Gamma looking there, Igra?
Well, let me see if I
I'm
actually
fine.
hit Gamma.
Fine,
So
he says.
I'm gonna toss out with a directional bomb.
Okay.
No. No, can I also add on a greater debilitating bomb functionality to it?
Whenever your bombs hit, greater debilitating bomb triggers. It's a
Yeah,
Cool.
passive.
So
It's a passive that's
got it.
always on.
Got it. So I'm gonna add that as well. For a debilitating bomb, and I'm gonna go throw a moderate acid flask into this fool's face and assume that the full-on splash directional. I am gonna hero point that. That was not as high as I wanted it to be. That was even worse.
Oh, but they're still gonna get the
No.
splash.
They don't get a splash on the critical miss.
Oh yeah,
critical
that's right.
miss.
You were better off with
A
the first one then.
waste. A waste.
Still got 2 actions left. Avi, you'll be up next. But before we do, I have
Yeah.
another question after Sarah's turn.
All right, we're gonna try that one more time with a secondary attack. That's a 38 on the secondary, +3.
That is actually a 33 because it should have been number 2 attack.
I put it as a number 2.
Did you press number 2?
Uh-huh.
Weird. Yeah, it has the -5 on there, Matt.
Oh, does it? Usually it
says
says
minus
number
5. She rolled a
2.
19.
Hover
Oh.
over the roll.
Oh, usually it says number 2. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that will definitely hit. So that will be acid. Gonna get a little acid thing on him. Boop.
2. I will take 2 damage.
And that will be
Yes, and the other guy will take that additional 2 splash damage and then come around my next turn. If that gentleman is still up and running, that's when I would like to apply that persistent
all right.
damage.
You have 1 action remaining, I think.
I'm gonna craft real quick. I'm gonna speed craft.
All right. Before we move on to Avi's turn, we have a question from Exalted CrossFit. Question is for PJ. What is the most out there character concept you've had but never had the chance to play? Like an inventor who throws penguin bombs or something.
Oof, that's a hard
Oh.
one. First of all, I love your name, Exalted CrossFit. That's awesome.
Come on, PJ. I know you've got them in there. I know that brain of yours got them in there.
Yeah, my brain's a weird little forever GM vault, so it's like it's gotta have
Aw.
some crazy ideas. Let's see.
There's another one later that's specifically about being a DM. So, but we'll get to that one later.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to think of the craziest character concept. Okay. I had one and I kind of got to play with it a little bit during an Emerald Templars one shot, but the character was supposed to die, so I didn't really get to like really flesh it out. But I wanted to play a goblin who was Danny DeVito. And the goblin,
Aren't all
like,
goblins?
To a degree, and this goblin was like a two-pronged character. I love creating characters with depth. So on the surface, they're just Danny DeVito, but on the to their core, they are like an older retired father who's like estranged from their kids, and he's like this metaphor for how difficult fatherhood is, and how difficult that is to navigate as a hero specifically, and how sometimes the best thing you can do is just try to minimize your failures for the ones that you love. And then anyway, he started blasting. So that's my goblin.
I love that.
All right. Well, thank you for the question, Exalted CrossFit. Seek those higher gains. All right, we're moving on to Avi. Igora, you will be up next, then Enters in Darkness. Then the pummeling will come.
First of all, Matthew, I have a question for you.
Yes?
Where are you sourcing these questions?
We don't have time for that. We got to roll on. Avi.
I have a sneaking suspicion you're making up these usernames as you're going along.
I can promise you I'm not making up usernames as I go along. I'm not that good of an improviser for names.
This next one comes from
So you made him up beforehand.
Earthu Mabin.
Is that my German equivalent?
No, it's your Bizarro universe.
Mm.
I have a question
like
for
that.
Sarah from I Love Cats and D&D 1998.com.
A question for Will.
I'm sorry, I'm kidding.
Will? No, I'm kidding.
I'm sorry, that was funny. Okay. I am going to move my little self right over here. I think that'll give me the optimal. No, it's gotta be one
You're
over.
just lucky they don't have AO.
Oh, that's excellent for me, actually. Because I am going to shoot a cold spell that should hit all three of them.
And Gamma?
Nope, because this does, I think, a total of 18 D6 damage, 96 slashing and 96 cold to foes with a basic reflex save, but the gust flows harmlessly around my allies. So I hit no one but the bad guys.
All right, so
and
that's
if
a
they don't
reflex.
have AO,
They don't.
yeah,
We'll start with the
I
guy.
know reflex is a good one for them, but
We'll start with the guy who has the -3 right now because he's still clumsy. Because he got hit with that
Yeah.
spell. He succeeds, but not critically.
I
And
appreciate
then the
that.
guy that's standing next to him succeeds, but not critically, and the farthest away guy fails.
Ooh, he fails.
Yep. All right, so the guy farthest away, then he's going to take the full 38 cold, and his fiery veins seem to chill a little.
Oh, good. Chill out.
Actually, they all chill because they all got hit by it, technically. Yes, Will?
Bard song.
Yeah, none of them critically
Oh,
succeed.
Bard Song.
Yes, with the
Bard
plus
Song, I don't think
Bard song.
make.
So that'll be
Bard
41
damage.
total.
Oh, the damage. Thank you. +3.
Yeah.
So
Plus 3.
41 then.
Also, I don't think it rolled all of the damage for that.
Let's check. The first one is 9.
2, 3, 4,
There's
5,
18
6, 7, 8,
D6.
9.
There is 38 cold and 24 slashing. There are
Oh.
18 D6 in total.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the
Sorry.
cold and not the slashing.
Yeah.
So
Now, it only adds the +3 to one of those damage types, right? Or does it add to both?
It adds +3 to the spell attack, so it adds it to one of them. Avi does get to pick which one in this case.
let's do cold.
Okay. And then another 24 slashing. That is all right. Now the other guy takes half, so 20 plus 12 is 32. The two guys who passed take 32.
Yeah, Avi, you got 5 6s in that cold damage. That's a good
I
hit.
did.
And it does shut off
did.
all the regenerations, which is great because now I don't have to keep track of that. Thank you very much.
Oh, for one turn.
You're welcome. What if it
Well,
was
for one
forever?
turn, that's good enough for me. that was your whole turn. So we're back to Igara.
All right. Choco is going to take their action. They're free. Igor is actually going to give Choco 2 actions this time. Choco's going to stride to here. And then Choco is going to athletics check the mask off of this one.
I'm afraid that is not a success even with Bard Song.
I rolled a 7.
Ah,
Yeah.
Jesus.
yeah.
You got one action left.
Yeah.
You want a crit fish.
Well, no, that was Choco's
Oh yeah,
2
Choco's
actions.
only gets the one action.
No, Choco gets 2 actions because I spent 1 action
Yeah, but you
command. So
moved.
now, so now Igora has 2 actions, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And with those 2 actions, the one that we've been damaging with the boot kicker, is
The clumsy
within
guy.
Gamma's. Yeah, the boot one is within Gamma's reach, so they're going to hit that one twice. The attack, the first, will be a 34, 5, 6, a 37
That
for
will hit
20
because
points.
technically their AC is only 33 currently.
For 20 points of psionic damage.
20 points of Sanic.
Second attack, same target.
That one
29
won't
is
hit.
not. Well, are they? Yeah, they're flat-footed between Gamma and Choco.
All right, so no, their AC is still 31 then. He's
Damn, I got up
he's
to 29.
Pretty sure. Yeah, it's 36 minus 3 from clumsy, minus 2 from
Flat-footed, yeah.
Yeah, so
I
only
thought
minus
I'd see if
5.
it works. C'est la vie, not much I can do about that. And that is my entire turn.
Just as speaking from a DM, I'm so glad you guys are focusing fire. We're gonna move on to Endures, who's gonna spend 1 action.
No, Matt, I hate to correct you. Avi used ice. It's not focused fire, it's ice.
I'm giving myself a villain point.
Fair.
I'm on
Only
it.
I get to be pedantic on this channel, buddy.
I'm tempted. I'm kind of tempted. I'll give you one, Matt, if you can turn the
Yeah.
other way.
I thought that was good.
Look,
I
at my
don't need
table, I
your
reward
pity.
puns. So
Anyway, Endures is going to spend 1 action to pump out his protective ward, so now everyone within 10 feet of him gets +1 to their AC, and then he's going to drop a decently high level heal on, actually, because I'm just assuming now Endures always has Vital Beacon going at the start of every day, so he is just going to move to here and lay a hand in a non-paladin way on Igora, and he's going to give you that first burst of Vital Beacon, which is, just checking real quick. Vital Beacon is, the first one is 40-10 healing.
All right. Do you want to roll it or shall I?
28 back to you.
Yay.
So the next time anyone touches Endures in Darkness, it'll be 4d8, and then 4d6, and then 44.
Back in the triple digits.
All right, and now the pummeling, the great pummeling. We're going to start with the guy who is right next to Igora, who has got the acid damage. We'll test at the end of his turn. The start of his turn, he doesn't get his regeneration because of Frosty the bat. But he's going to lash out at Igora with 1 punch. 40. Hits but doesn't crit, I'm assuming.
Hits but does not crit.
All right, so that'll be 33 bludgeoning and 7 fire, so a total of, well, pardon me, 2 fire.
So 35 total.
35 total. And now that you are grabbed, he kind of crouches down and delivers a nasty kick to your leg.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to grab you. And then he's going to pick up Igora and try and hit Ophelia with you.
When he grabs me,
Yes.
Gamma's going to take an AO because that has a manipulate action.
Grabbing?
Grabbing's manipulate.
If grabbing's not a manipulating, swinging certainly is.
Well, take the AO.
Boop.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
No.
That's what I thought.
I rolled.
Matthew's like,
I rolled
yeah,
a
that's
2.
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
use
making sure I
body
take all
strike.
the opportunities.
So he is going to pick up Egra and hit Ophelia with Egra. So I'm going to make a strike. This will be the second attack of a turn, I think. So,
Yep.
ignore the damage below. 38
Minus
5, so 33.
Yeah.
33 to hit Ophelia. I think that will hit. Give me a second. I'll bring up her card because she is going.
I got it. I am right beside her. It's all Gucci. A whopping 32 to hit her. So yeah, that'll hit.
All right. So you, Egra, take half of 21. So that'll be 10 bludgeoning damage, and Ophelia takes 21 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, give me 1 second. They're at 146. You said 10?
Yeah, because you take half of the damage they deal with you to Ophelia.
Nice.
Because you are taking damage from you are being hit with Ophelia as well as she's
And
being hit with you.
Ophelia took 20 then?
21 damage. I rounded
21.
down for you.
Perfect.
And then they're going to do another body strike. This one will be 31 damage if they hit. Third attack. 37. Wow.
Hits. For a whopping 31. So I take 15. Ophelia takes 31. That's fine.
Did it actually minus the 15?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
No, it's
so-
-8. It's an agile thing. So
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you would take 15. Ophelia would take the 31.
Yep.
All right. And you are still grabbed. And I need to check one little detail real quick. If you don't free yourself by the start of your turn, Will, you're going to take some more fire damage because their veins literally burn you.
even though they've been cooled off,
Actually, that's a
doesn't.
good point.
double check if that doesn't get deactivated. If not, that's fine. I'll take fire. It's no big
No,
deal.
only the regeneration is deactivated by the cold.
That's fine with me.
We move on to the second guy, who is Yama's right there.
Yep.
So he's just gonna fist the first.
Yeah, Matt.
43.
That'll hit.
So that'll be 30 bludgeoning.
Crit Gamma.
That
That will crit
one
Gamma.
fire.
So the 60 bludgeoning and 2 fire.
How you
so-
doing, Will?
I am at 1 hit point because of Orc Ferocity.
Okay, he's gonna hit you again.
Yeah.
36.
All right, I go unconscious. Gamma disappears.
Okay. I'm just gonna put.
Just going to move them over here for now, so I don't have to delete.
Oh, yeah, they disappear. Then he's
Yeah.
going to move up to Endures in Darkness.
I mean, to
and-
be fair, I did tank like 400 points of
Yes.
damage in this encounter, so I think I did my
Yeah.
job.
That was a lot of damage. Wait,
You'd
is
imagine.
Gama supposed to be all the way over there?
Yes, I'll be moved there with
Okay.
their spell.
Yeah,
Oh.
that flurry
right.
spell is kind of insane.
So, to compensate for that rather brutal round, I've got another question. This one is for our unconscious friend. Got
Carol,
any more
Carol.
of those potions? Asks, Will, did you ever consider DMing Strength of Thousands yourself? And what made you want to be a player rather than the DM?
I didn't want to DM Strength of Thousands because I had just finished doing Age of Ashes, which anyone who has GM'd Age of Ashes
It's a long one.
knows that it is a lot. And I also wanted to have a little bit of a break from GMing APs because the next one I'm going to GM, I can't wait to see. I hope I get to. I'm going to watch the VOD of this just to see PJ's reaction when I say this. Is going to be Kingmaker.
What?
Oh no. Moving right along.
I had to
Um,
unmute for that.
Ophelia, I don't think they did lingering performance, so they're gonna have to use an action to
Yeah.
spend.
I got Ophelia's
Okay.
sheet open. They will use an action to keep up performance going. And
Oh,
then
thank you for the villain point. McKenna Ray Tynan.
Yeah.
Zophelia
Still sounds wrong.
is I thought that was a good one.
I didn't say that.
You've gone a little robot like McKenna. Say again.
Just shouldn't say that.
right, Synaptic Pulse. All enemies within an area, so that's going to be a will save on all of them. They're all right there.
Yep.
All right. Will save on. We're gonna start from the ones closest.
No.
One right above Endures in Darkness. That is success, but not critically. The next one along in the line.
I
Success,
said
but
you
not
just
critically.
shouldn't say that.
And the
What?
last one is a failure.
All right, so for our first friend who got a success, they're stunned 1. The next one is stunned 1, and the third one is stunned 2. So the first 2 will lose 1 action. The next one will lose 2
Yeah.
actions.
That poor guy. He's not having a great day. He's clumsy and he's been stunned 2 now. All right. That was 2 actions, so that's Ophelia's turn. Benji, you're up.
Okay. So I think I did my math. The first guy I hit, I did about 71 damage, give or take. The fact that he's still standing, I don't like that fact. So
These are despite the fact that they're medium-sized creature, these are beefy guys. They're thick.
yeah, I am not shocked. These are beefy boys.
They're thick like a good
So-
milkshake.
Oof, like I'm thick. So what I'm gonna say then is I'm gonna use Shooting Star to get my spell strike. No, that's an action. And that's something I don't have to take. I'm going to use my once a day refresh automatically to get spell strike back. I am then going to look into my list of spells and take. Wait, what would the damage of that be if I use my signature at this level? Hold on, I'm doing some math. 2 plus. Okay. I know what I'm gonna do then. So I'm gonna grab a card, like just the ones floating around me. I grab it, my red eyes start to flash blue as I try to spell strike with a 7th level Shocking Grasp. On the, let's see here, which one? The one with the boot. His AC is at a debuff, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Now, does Shocking Grasp have to be touch?
Well, if it's a spell strike, it basically
Okay,
means
yeah.
if I hit it, yeah.
Okay.
Can I even get to a place where I can?
For all you PF1 stands, a Magus using Shocking Grasp. Oh no.
It's OG and it's OP. We love to see it,
Yep.
baby. Let's see. So Shocking Grasp, spell strike. That's 2 actions. I have 1 action left. I want to make sure I flatfoot this guy because I really want to crit him with this card.
Hold on, let me check this. You're using a card to cast a lightning bolt. We got the red player over here, everyone.
Yep. How's it going, everyone? I main the red blue deck. I like
Oh, go to
artifacts.
hell.
Take notes. That's how you beat him. Okay, so I'm going to.
No, I would just concede immediately because I wouldn't. I don't want to spend 10 minutes watching you go through your entire deck to draw like all these different cards. Like, wow, this is a great multiplayer game I'm playing.
Don't you love it though?
No,
No.
I have very strong opinions about Magic the Gathering deck types.
God, there
Yeah,
are
he
like
does.
there's like 23 of my 40 decks that Matt just will never play against.
That's on you for having 40 decks. 40?
40. I'm at 40 now.
That's
Well, let
almost
me-
as many cakes as Lex Luthor stole.
And that's too many. And that's a bad thing, or whatever the children's book ends with. So I need to ask the GMs at the table, all 5 of us, we're all GMs in our own way here. What are the rules about if I move here and have this guy flat-footed because we're flanking him effectively?
Yes.
Will the bonus for flat-footed stack with the other AC penalties?
Yes.
Yeah, they're different bonuses.
Different.
Hot diggity daffodil, and that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna move through teammate squares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. And
Barf.
from what's that?
I said he went barf.
As you step on Igora, there's just like like a ribbit, like a
Can I even just for flavor use your tummy as a trampoline to get some
Go
air?
for it.
Oh yeah, I'm running.
Oh.
That card is just crackling like freaking Kakashi Sensei. I hop on your belly. I do a sick jackknife double gainer, and in midair, I just, in the name of the frog, I punish you. And I throw the
Aw.
card at the boot.
PJ, I
pal.
love you.
I worry about all this buildup.
I know all this smack
That's so
talk, and
true.
it's gonna be bad, but here we go. It's gonna be worth it. Okay, 30,
33.
33. That's right, with
33.
the bonuses. I don't think it's a
That,
crit.
with the bonus from Bard Song, will hit.
Now,
Because
Let's
your
go.
AC is only a 31 because of flanking and the clumsy.
Mhm.
here's the question. Do I use my 1 hero point to see if I can't get a crit?
No, do not risk
I
it.
mean, you got
Do
it.
not risk it.
I mean, you're a pupper. Risk it for the biscuit.
Oh no. I mean, you
I
also
do
did
like
only
my
roll a
biscuits.
natural 4, so
I rolled a natural 4 on that.
yes.
Yeah, it's a 4 plus 26.
I mean, at that point, I feel like that's a pretty good,
It's a pretty good bet.
gamble.
It's a
Yeah,
pretty
let's-
good gamba.
Let's do it. Hero point. Risking it for the biscuit of it.
I told
I
you.
mean, it's a 32. It's a 32 though.
It still hits.
still
It still
hits.
hits. But
But according
Lord.
according to the RNGs that's there, the damage is better. So I'll take that as a win.
all right,
Yeah.
It just went from
Yeah.
like, hey, you had a 5, you had a 4, and then it's like, now you got a 3. Now you're just being greedy.
Yep, exactly. So with my last 7th level spell, taking Shocking Grasp from a 1st level to a 7th level takes it from a 2d12 to a 9d12. They're not wearing metal, so that doesn't
they're
really
barely
matter.
wearing anything.
And the target also
Well,
takes.
Let me ask a question, Matthew.
Mhm.
Those masks look pretty metal to me.
No, they don't.
They're
They
made
look
Don't
like they're
they?
either made of
wood.
wood or
They
stone.
do kind of.
It gives me that like one movie where the guy had an iron mask.
Hold on, you guys. Hold on. I know how we said this. Let's call the GM. Yeah. He says they're not metal.
That's fair.
That's what he says. That's
Oh,
what
wait.
he says.
Hold on. Get him a text. He also says, screw you guys.
For you guys, I'm going home.
My God.
He is sassy tonight.
He's really sassy. It's almost as if he's got, oh, please put the shades on.
Hold on, no,
Gumption.
I'm saving them for something. So that'll be a total of 53 damage from the thing. You might say
Oh.
he's thunderstruck.
Ooh, hold on. I'm doing the math as we speak.
Lightning.
3 plus 2 from the Arcane Cascade. Ladies and gentlemen, non-critical. I just did 84 damage.
He is looking pretty damn rough. He is really rough.
And to make it even better, he's going to take an ongoing 1d4 persistent electricity damage. I'm sorry, 1d4 plus 7.
I'm just gonna do that
Ongoing.
1d4 plus 7. I'm just gonna do that right now. Another 9.
Ooh,
Super
damn.
rough.
that means I did 93 damage. Listen, if y'all at home and you want to know how to win Pathfinder, just
Play
a
Magus.
Magus.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, until we
Mhm.
get Blood Ragers in PF2, PJ.
That's all I want.
But on that note, that guy, he turns around, looks at you, puts up his big, beefy, rocky dukes. I could do this all day. And he's gonna just slug you in the face.
Oh,
42.
not the Captain America quote to the man who does Captain America. That's just
42. Is that a crit?
Likes my happy. No, my AC is a 34 currently.
Now, do I use my villain point to re-roll that? No.
I mean,
I'm-
statistically speaking, from
No,
risk it for the
unfortunately-
biscuit.
unfortunately,
Risk it for the evil biscuit, Matthew.
Benji was not in Mazzali, so he doesn't have the fire resistance. So you're gonna take the full 6 fire damage.
Wait, but I'm part
Oh,
Ifrit,
Good point.
so I do have fire resistance.
How much?
Half my level, so it's a 7.
Oh, that's even better. You're even better fire
Damn!
resistance.
He
You
just
gain
brushed
1
off.
health point. No. You still take 26 bludgeoning damages as he just He casts
Oh,
fist,
flu.
and you are also now grabbed.
I'm loving that.
Grabbed
Like,
you by
oh,
the
look
ruff.
at me, fire resisted. All right, there's still knuckles behind that.
Um,
Oh,
and
fists.
we're
My
quickly
weakness.
going to go
My
to the
weakness.
next question. Oh boy. Epic Crit Lord XXX69.
Are you randomly generating these?
No, I have a list. I've written them down. I will take a picture and show it to you guys if you need proof. McKenna, do you feel your choice of a small, not exactly humanoid ancestry has limited some player choices or interactions?
No. Genuinely, no. I have not. There's been no point in this campaign where I was like, oh, darn, I wish I were 5 feet taller in character.
Avi must be this tall to ride the Missoula roller coaster.
Right. That has not necessarily come up yet. At most points, it's absolutely been an advantage to be small and hard to spot.
You haven't come up on any
And
oh, sorry.
and also it's a matter of I don't find that limiting in terms of RP choices, but I do find it really fun in terms of I get to make different choices that I would get to make than if I were to just be playing someone who was more like myself. You get to not just her being not human, but specifically the Fae aspect of someone who lives for a millennia before reincarnating and doing it again is a very different mindset than any of my other characters, which is very fun, and I like the variety.
Closest as we'll get to someone playing an elf on this channel.
Yeah, no one's
With the-
ever played an elf on this channel.
Links.
I know. But I didn't have control of it then. We move on to Charlotte and then Avi. Matt,
Don't worry about your
well-known
subtitles,
elf
Matt.
hater.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, I'm gonna have to ask you for the persistent damage on the gentleman with the poison.
All right, his acid thing. What was the acid? I think it was like 3.
I can tell you in a second. I just had it in my head and then I forgot it.
Avi,
'cause
you're up next.
my brain is going down 6. It's a 6 persistent acid damage.
Okay.
And a point of fact, there is the I'm also going to, well, I'm gonna start my turn. That's just in general. Yeah, I'm gonna move down here. And then I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt at level 3 on the persistently damaged gentleman.
I am curious why you chose to move. He's now your shooting.
I don't know, because I like lines.
Well, you could have done a diagonal line and not hit any of your allies, I think.
I know, I'm stupid.
No, you're not. Be nice to my friend. She's really cool.
She's also very sniffly and has a sore throat, so.
Wow.
Oh,
So, we're gonna do a lightning bolt.
I'm somehow good still.
That's a nat 20.
Yes, but that's for the
Hell
damage.
yeah.
Damn.
Oh.
Sorry.
I got excited for nat 20s for nothing. Because obviously it's gonna reflex save.
Not necessarily. All right,
I mean, unless you crit fail. You should crit fail.
I mean, he gets 33, which is not a crit success, so he'll take half of that, so that will be 18 lightning damage. All right.
Okay.
We move on
As
to
is,
Avi.
Hmm.
corpse will be next. Well, unconscious body, pardon me.
Fun. Okay. Okay.
In the spirit of the 100th episode, I'm going to give you a hot tip there, Avi.
A hot tip. I
Hot
love
tip.
a hot tip.
The guy who is really beat up, he could potentially be within magic missile finish off range.
I'm trying to decide if it's better to perhaps use a form that can continually be hitting with cold magic. Um,
Kind of dropping
or
some
to just hit them with
sweets.
other matter. What does the crew think?
You know,
resting in peace.
Avi's kind of got that look on her face that she has when she's about to turn into a dragon. But if Charlotte thinks that it's a better idea, it's this guy, the boot friend that is looking hurt.
booty.
I mean, Choco is
Boot
going to get an
fed.
attack. Choco is going to get an attack on them.
Yeah, and let me put it out there. He's taking 1d4 plus 7 persistent electricity damage. So
Yeah.
there's gonna be numbers
And he
on the
did
board
just
for him.
go. There's a lot of turns between now.
Yeah.
And then.
Avi Dragon mode sounds great, McKenna.
Yeah, let's do Avi Dragon mode. If you could make me big and
Large?
large. Yeah.
Large is huge.
Avi
Large.
power, big transformation sequence, super cool, like in the
Yeah.
animes. So it's a
Yeah.
cold dragon. Yeah.
It's a cold day in dragon hell.
An icy dragon.
An icy
I see
dragon.
dragon.
That is 3
I-
actions, though, right? Or is it 2?
It is 2 actions. I'm
Okay.
trying to see if there's a way that I can shoot a. Yeah, I think if I shoot my breath weapon exactly through like here, I will hit nobody.
I will choose to allow it if you want to use your breath weapon for that.
I appreciate that. It's 100-foot line. So I will do that. And this is ice.
Ice, Avi. Bum bum
If-
bum bum ba-da-dum
If
bum.
roll
Roll
20 could. God, the damage is not great, but
Well,
I think
are
it's
you-
actually a reflex save from
Yeah,
them.
I was gonna say because you're not getting any adds to that.
It's just
14, so that
programmed
can't be right.
weirdly. It's just
What
programmed
would be
weirdly.
the DC for it?
I believe it is
Spell save DC.
my spellcasting. Yeah, so same as I think that's what.
And this
Fairy
guy has
Wand
-3 to
32.
this, so 35.
33.
All right, so he succeeds, but not
Damn,
critically.
that's so close.
So he will take 18 cold damage, and that's enough to bring him to his knee.
Well,
Actually,
nice.
more damage because of Bard Song, but you didn't need the more damage. He
Yeah.
falls. He's a big beefy popsicle.
God damn it.
Ira, your turn. Please give me a. Ooh, that's 1.
No, that's now dying 3 because they took me down on a crit, right?
Were you adding the 1 to your AC, by the way?
Oh wait. Yeah, well, it was me. They hit Gamma, not me, Matt.
Yeah.
So I'm dying 3. It's fine. I don't die to dying 5. Die Hard Feet, surprisingly good for a tank. Choco's free action is going to be striding to here, and because I can't command Choco, they only get the 1 action. And that's my turn.
All right. Endures in Darkness is going to not maintain his AC thing right now because it's not really helping. He's going to step so he can use the 2 action heal, and he's going to.
I mean, you can use the 2 action heal at touch range. It just has a range of 30 feet.
Okay, you know what? He's going to do that. He will pump out the the AC thing. So now it's 15 feet. So that's basically almost everyone. And he's going to drop a big heal on Igara. So he is going to drop a level 7 heal. So that's going to be 7d8 plus what is 8 times 7? 8 times 8 is
8 times 7 is 56.
56.
Thank you.
I want to say.
Igara, you get 99 hit points back.
I got 99
Nice.
hit points.
You can't do that anymore today.
I got 99 hit points and something without
But
Gamma.
a crit ain't one. Yeah.
There you go. I like that one. That was good, PJ. Thank you for helping me with that.
Now, do we move you right below Endures in Darkness? Or?
Nope.
Okay.
I stay where I was. Technically speaking, I would go to the. I moved to in front of the one. I moved to the before the one that was on Gamma, that killed Gamma. But we don't really do that, so
Alright.
we'll just leave my initiative as we are.
Now, these guys, this is the turn they've got since they've had slowed, so they only each get 2 actions.
Yes.
The one who is currently burning with acid, he is going to try and hit Choco with Benji because Benji is grabbed from last turn.
Oh, yeah.
So he is going to
Hit a bird with a bark.
body strike on Choco.
He crits.
Well, no, that's just the damage.
Even on a natural one, he crits.
Jesus.
Why does he crit on a natural one up?
Choco
Choco's.
has terrible AC.
Oh wait, no, he only rolled this at. What the hell is my math that bad? Choco's AC is 29 at base.
All right,
And
so
a
just a
plus
hit.
30. So just a
And
hit. Never mind.
So Choco just takes 38 damage, and that means Benji takes 16. No, 19.
132.
19 damage. Okay.
And then
Choco.
second attack. Oh no, I can't do that actually. Second attack, he's gonna hit Ophelia with a body strike. Possibly for 38 damage again, but that'll depend on if it hits Ophelia. 39.
39 hits Ophelia.
All right, so Ophelia will take 19 again, same thing, and Benji takes another 38 as guys
Ooh.
hitting people with a dog.
Doesn't Ophelia take 38 and Benji take 19, Matt?
Yeah, sorry, all the way around.
Okay.
Yeah, Ophelia
Yeah,
takes the
back
38,
again.
Benji takes the 19,
Okay.
and that was his turn. The other guy, he's just gonna punch Endures in Darkness. 39. I don't think that will crit. Endures in Darkness. Nope, close, but no. And then he's just gonna not even bother to grab him. He's just gonna punch him again. That will crit. So that's gonna be a decent bit of damage for Endures. That's gonna be 35.
No, Endures.
None of the fire damage goes through because Endures was with you guys in Nizali. Oof, 109 damage to Endures in Darkness.
My sweet boy. My sweet
Wow.
boy.
My little fun guy.
Oof. That brings us to Ophelia and then Benji.
All right, so Ophelia is going to use her first action to brain power herself to keep Bard Song up. Then she is going to use her second and third action to give the one directly in front of her some painful
Vibration. A
vibrations.
fort save. Okay.
Some painful vibrations.
I'm
Alright.
picking up bad vibrations. She's
31.
giving up
That is a
bad
failure.
That is a
vibrations.
failure. So they are sickened 1 and deafened for a round, and they're going to take 43 sonic damage.
Nice.
Was that the one right in front of them?
Yeah, directly in front.
All right, so that was 43 Sonic.
43 sonic. And they are sickened and deafened 1.
Oh boy, so many conditions tonight.
We're debuffing it up.
And that's Ophelia's
Mhm.
turn.
Important to note, you cannot ingest things when sickened. So
Mhm.
no potions or elixirs.
Make sure you
Benji, you are
sicker
up.
with
Charlotte, you'll be
Whoa.
up next.
Okay. So
Just because of my question asking and how much health these guys have, we may not finish this combat tonight.
Well, we'll go a little bit. We'll go about 14 minutes over what we normally do because that's
Alright.
how late we started.
That's
But yeah,
true.
I am going to do a focus spell to get my thing back. Shooting Star, I believe. He had to get my spell strike back. You let loose projectile that flies true and leaves a blazing trail of a meteor behind it. Make a ranged strike, ignoring the target's concealment. Here's the thing: this ability for a close range a range attacker like me, this thing is useless. The only thing it's good for is getting a spell strike off. However, I just realized that I would have a multiple attack penalty on my spell strike, and that sucks. So instead of doing that, I'm not going to do that, and I'm just going to cast Disintegrate. I need a
Sick.
33 saving
Damn.
throw fortitude on this guy, and that damage is actually
Point blank.
74. Yeah, point blank.
I'm going to have to ask for something because you technically are grabbed. Please give me a DC 5 check
Flat DC.
because I'm pretty sure Disintegrate has Manipulate.
Yeah, it does. It's
It does
2 action.
absolutely. Yeah.
It has
Somatic and
somatic.
verbal.
And for our
Oh.
friends who are like, hey, that's only a 28 on the attack roll, literally on Wednesday they're changing that. Shut up.
Oh my god! Wait, it had to be over 5,
Yeah,
right?
thank God.
Yeah.
I rolled a 4.
Ooh.
So I don't lose the spell. I just don't get to cast it, right? Because I can't quite.
Yeah, it just interrupts the action.
If you
Okay.
attempt to manipulate action while grabbed, you must succeed at a DC 5 flat check or it is lost.
Yeah.
Oh,
You don't
you
lose
lose
the
the
I-
spell. Does anyone
You just lose the action.
Oh, I lose the action. Not the
use your
spell.
hero point, right?
I have for the
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Shocking
used your hero
grasp.
point already.
So what I'll do then is this.
You have one
Since I
action
have
remaining.
one action remaining, I'm going to.
Oh, that was a crap time.
What can I do with one action? Guess I'll try to slip out. Let me make a.
Or did you use the shooting star to get a thing back?
I ignored it because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get a multiple attack penalty on my spell strike. I don't like that.
Okay.
So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to use acrobatics and slip out.
Keep in mind they have not displayed the AO, so you may not even need to slip out.
Oh, okay.
So
Uh,
no, you
either
don't
way,
have to waste
that's-
the action.
Okay. So, you know what? Just be safe. I'm going to step back then. About.
I mean, they'd have to use an action to catch up with you, and that's one less punch.
Mhm.
Yep. Oh, and then we can do the game of kiting them around. You know, just be a little extra safe. I can still get an attack of or not. I can still get flanking if I'm within 15 feet of them.
No,
No. Okay. There we
you
go.
don't have reach.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I have
Right.
reach.
And that's my turn.
Charlotte, you're up. Avi, you'll be up next, and then Igora.
Okay, we're gonna keep this as short and sweet. Most of my stuff, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to spell cast wise get past their will saves right now. So we're gonna do a moderate acid flask over at this gentleman right here. Directional, moving outwards, not at people. 31.
That will not hit, I'm afraid. So just the splash damage.
Okay. Just the splash damage, which is 2 acid. I'm going to take the opportunity to then cast Electric Arc.
Okay. That will hit
at-
potentially both of them. And what's your DC for the reflex?
DC would be, I believe, a 31.
All right. So we'll start with the
Not the best damage, but what are you gonna
the
do?
one closest to you.
Yeah, 3d4s that you have.
Succeeds, but not critically. Succeeds critically. So the second guy will take no damage. The first guy will take
6,
yes.
because half a 12 after
Yep.
Bard Song.
Yep.
And
All
that will
right.
end my turn. Short and
Avi,
sweet.
dragon.
Yay, Avi Dragon. I'm going to say, that's my tea. I'm sorry, I need to do the dragon voice. That's my TA! And I'm going to run over to this guy. I'm going to make a jaw attack. Oh, with the bard song, that's 35.
And flat-footed.
And flat-footed. You get
Flat-footed.
Cinders and is right there, his little mushroom man. So that will hit then.
So that'll be
so
22 piercing damage and 8 cold damage.
25 piercing damage because of Bard Song.
Yeah.
So
That.
25 plus 8 is 33.
Nice.
Mhm.
And the regeneration gets shut off.
And I will make a
Does,
second attack.
does the Jaws do ice damage too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
that's what the 8 is.
something I should have mentioned. I've updated this to the new version of Dragon Form. They changed Dragon Form to simplify it because oh boy was it kind of a lot before. Certain forms got certain things debuffed, certain forms got certain things buffed. It's a little bit more even all the way across the board. Which I kind of appreciate. That also means that I can leave all of the things programmed for just general dragon form I'm not locked into. Avi had exclusively been using black dragon form with acid, because that's what I had programmed into Roll20, and now I could just use any of them without changing the programming. So this specific version is a white dragon
Wait,
with
dragon,
cold
so
damage.
it's cold additional damage.
So you could have said yes,
Yeah.
it does cold damage.
But I wanted to talk about the changes. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Take-
But I'm going to reply to that with another question from the audience. So
Yeah, me desperately reading the remaster on Wednesday when I get my hands on it.
all right, so this next question comes to us from, oh boy, Give Us Playable War Elephants. This question is for Sarah. If
Yeah.
the unthinkable happened and Charlotte got squashed, do you have a backup character, and what would their class / subclass be?
I do actually have a backup character because I created one. Get this, it would just be an inventor. Because I've been looking forward to. I mean, I'm going to play an inventor in a different game type, but like, I had the wonderful backup class. Basically, the student of Charlotte was that wonderful little inventor with all the little gadgets and gizmos all over her, and she's super adorable. That would be the character I would have as a backup if Charlotte unfortunately passed.
We only have 3 questions left, so we'll get to those in a bit, but we're now going to move on.
I have one more attack.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Thank you.
Nope.
Yeah, I kind of thought that's how that was
Igora.
gonna go.
Your turn, followed by poor old Endures of Darkness, who's looking like the mushroom at the bottom of the container.
Oh,
Yeah, one good touch healing deserves the other. Here you go, Endures.
No, save yourself.
We
I have
like the
89 health
positive
back.
and forth.
Have 89 health back.
Yay! Our TA survives. Let's go.
And then
Lives to be
Igor's
punched again.
going to give his last action to Choco, so Choco gets 2 actions, and Choco is going to try to unmask the one beside him with a athletics check. I said Choco with a athletics check. How does a 32 is a failure, I believe, right? It's 34 I'm looking for.
Yeah, and I don't think Barb Song helps with this, right?
It doesn't.
No.
So second one, this will be at -5 because this is technically an attack action.
Crit fish. That's
Yeah.
exactly what you needed, but it is -5, I guess.
No, it is. It's already -5 if you look at it, Matt.
You did it, okay. So that, yeah, you knock the mask off this guy.
It's just in Choco's mouth.
Yeah. Now, yeah, because this one,
So now this one's
where
regeneration.
do you want to knock it? You didn't get the
It's-
crit, so you're not
it's-
gonna be able to throw it.
It's
but
just in Choco's mouth.
then what will be the DC to get it back?
It would just be to pick it up. It's just in Choco's mouth.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we move on to Endures. Endures is gonna try, I think, for his Hail Mary pass that's only sometimes works, but if it can work, it's gonna be great. He's going to look at.
I
guy
have
right-
faith in Endures. He can do it.
He's going to cast Baleful Polymorph. Try and turn the guy in front of him into a sloth.
excellent.
I feel like that DC should be higher, but hold on a second. Tears in Darkness.
Maybe.
It should be 32, actually. Yes. All right. 34. So
Ah.
success, but not critically. Minor
Ooh.
feature of the harmless animal causing it to be sickened 1. Okay. Well,
No, but
he's then also probably going to pop himself with the 48 from Vital Beacon. So
even after the 89 hit points I gave him?
he's got nothing else to do. Well, he'll use the. Well, no, he doesn't have much else to do with the 1 action.
That's fair. Just
Actually,
purely
no. He will. He'll pop you for the
there
48.
you go.
Oh, that is
Oh,
nice.
oh, and FYI, Igora Implacable
24.
Lemon has given you a hero point.
Oh,
Thank you, Lemon. I appreciate you. 1, 2. I'm now at 1, 2, 3 health. That's great.
This guy who is just he's got the mask off. He's going to try and take the mask back from Choco. Succeeds, so he spends an action to get the mask back. An action to put it back on, leaving him with 1 action. He's just gonna punch Ophelia because he's a mean person. 5. Oof.
Give me a second. 45 on Ophelia. Ophelia
Move the mask back
Silverdale.
on.
That is a crit.
All right,
So
so
that'll
that will be 70 bludgeoning.
And Ophelia goes down.
All right, that was his turn. The second guy is going to turn. There's a dragon behind him, and he's like, "Bring it on!" And he's going to try and punch a dragon. 48. What's your AC, McKenna?
I mean that's gonna crit unless there's like some serious
No.
debuffs. That's definitely gonna crit.
Sickened. No, that's just to checks and stuff. Actually, hold on. No. So that's going to be a total of 72 bludgeoning.
Okay.
And I don't think the fire gets doubled. Does the fire get doubled on a crit?
Yes, the fire gets doubled on crit.
All right, so hold on. 16 plus minus 5. So 11 fire damage then. How you doing, McKenna?
So 9 fire damage.
Yes.
I am okay. I'm at 125 hit points out of 196. So I could be doing a lot worse.
That is a crit failure.
Oh yeah.
37.
Yeah. Yeah, that'll hit. It will not crit though.
28 bludgeoning, 1 fire. So 29 damage in total. All right. Ophelia's gonna. I'll just roll this.
Oh,
They're good. One
Yes.
success.
Ophelia stabilizes.
Don't they need multiple successes to stabilize?
It's not 5e, Matt.
Sorry. Benji, you are up.
Okay, so I think I heard from Will that I didn't lose the spell, I just lost the ability to cast it. So with that
Yeah.
spell still primed and ready, and with the distance that I'm at, I'm going to fire on this guy once again with Disintegrate. So I'm
I
gonna pull that
realize
up
a
for you.
mistake was made, but I'm not going to penalize you for it because it was my mistake.
Oh, what was the mistake?
You were still grabbed. You couldn't have moved.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's too late now.
Yeah, so the
Uh,
attack roll's a 38, so it hits.
All right. So
38, 39, 40. Technically a 41.
Ooh,
Why?
41.
Bard song.
from who?
Yeah,
Oh,
Ophelia's
right. Ophelia
down.
went down. Never mind. Ignore me.
Oh.
I'm a
Think,
little bit-
Will. Think.
been a
Sorry.
bit.
We all make mistakes. So that's going to be a fort save.
Please have a low fort. I doubt that's their lowest save, but please.
Well, this one
middle.
is. This one did get sickened when we took off. It fails.
And that's a
Fails.
fail.
All
So,
right, so
so
it's going
that's
to take the
gonna
full
be-
68 damage.
Yep.
That's a big chunk of itself. It went from triple digits down to like halfway through double digits.
Nice. And with my last action, I'm going to use Starlight Span at his face so I can get my spell
You
strike back.
disintegrated away some of his gains. His gains.
Look, I too am very precious of the gains, but you're a villain, and I cannot let thy evil gains be left untouched. So I'm shooting Star to the face. I'm going to throw a card at him, and that's going to be an attack with a map of Dos. Hold on. I'm going to get that. There it is. Boom.
That will not hit.
Yeah, I don't think so. But either way, I
But
get my spell strike back.
I do have a consolation for you.
What's that?
Our third last question from okay. From Only Heroes subscriber 24601. PJ, as a DM,
Matthew.
what's an ancestry or class combination that makes you as a DM roll your eyes, and why?
Oh, that's rough. What class and ancestry combo makes me roll my eyes and why? Oh, Jesus.
Like a Drow Ranger with a, Panther companion.
Look, at that point, we're just there for the reference. We're all having a good time. I think this is gonna sound so weird. It's I don't want to say small creatures, but poppets. Every time I see a poppet anything, I'm like, this is gonna get weird. They're not gonna play a normal sane poppet. They always go for like Chucky or something. Yeah, especially when it's a poppet rogue.
No.
But yeah, I think that's it. I really like most combinations. Sometimes Kitsune gives me furry vibes, but I'm playing a Kitsune, so like I really can't complain.
Looks at Chad from the one PF2 campaign that I did to test Wild Ambition setting with PJ and Chad in it, where Chad was playing a poppet rogue.
So I think it's Chad's birthday today. Happy birthday!
It is
Chad.
Chad's
Happy
birthday today
birthday.
too.
Happy birthday, Chad.
Charlotte and then Avi.
Charlotte.
Charlotte is muted.
Oh, Charlotte's muted.
Charlotte has her mother with a lot of noise, so I'm telling her to turn it down right now. I am going to start off by doing my first action of crafting a particular item that I will then immediately use on Ophelia. I'm going to be using a yarrow root bandage.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'm going to make explain this one to me because it's a little bit confusing. When you do an administrate first aid to stop bleeding and dying as part of same activity with one medicine check.
Yeah. So if Zoe's character also was taking bleed damage, you would be able to stop both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
But for the moment, this isn't going to do anything.
But for the moment, it's not actually going to do anything in addition.
Okay.
So you could honestly just do a medicine check to try to like
Get them up.
Well,
conscious.
no, Ophelia's already stabilized. So
Yes, but they just need to be conscious, so they need some hit points.
yeah, but medicine check won't do that unless Charlotte has battle medicine.
Ah,
Okay, so
yeah, the healing
useless.
potion you can
Got
pour down
it.
the throat.
I got a lesser elixir of life.
Ah, there
I'll
you go.
do it.
All right, let's do that instead then.
3d6 plus 6 if you want to roll that, Char.
Mm-hmm.
I can roll it too if you want.
So I'm gonna just do a 3d6 right now.
9,
And then 9 plus 6.
15.
15. So 15 health points to
Ophelia.
Ophelia to get her out of being on the ground and unconscious. And I'll use my last turn to craft another item.
All right.
And that'll end my turn.
All right. That brings us to Avi.
All right. Without Bard's song, this is rough. I'm not gonna lie. But I think I'm just going to have to make 3 dragon draw attacks and hope I roll high. Nope. This is gonna be rough. That's, I think, 33
Actually,
flat-footed. And I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's
because
the only
the
buff I
AC is
get.
36. You only needed a +2 because you are flat-footed, but it was
Yeah.
just 2 off.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope.
Impressive for okay.
Yeah.
Igora, before you begin your turn,
Yo.
second to last question. Eldritch Baja Blast asks, Will, if you could change one big thing about this AP, what would it be other than the school actually having a proper infirmary?
The same thing that I would change, honestly, about every Pathfinder AP and every AP that I've ever done, to be honest with you. I would change the balancing
You
of
think
it.
it's too hard?
I think it's too deadly. Like, listen, lots of people keep dying on that one fucking mushroom in book 1, and that just, it shows the problem. Just like I would, as a general rule, it's why I mainly run Pathfinder APs when I'm running them with like groups of 6 to 8 people, because then the encounters are relatively like balanced and a bit more fun. Like they're still challenging, but you know, they don't constantly are fighting severe things. Anyway, Igora can't summon Gamma because it would be 3 actions and kind of waste his turn. So instead, Avi's there, Benji's there, so I don't want to do that. Actually, it might just be best to summon Gamma. Igora is just going to spend their 3 actions to summon Gamma, and Gamma is going to appear right here. And that is Igora's turn. But it's not Choco's turn. Choco gets a free action, even though I didn't command him, and Choco's going to try to unmask the one beside him again. Just be really annoying. Yeah, it's a 22. I'm going to use the hero point that Lemon gave me.
Like a lemon.
And do slightly better, but not well enough. I need an 11. Didn't get it. And that will be Igora's turn.
Endures in Darkness is going to he's going to Will, you may have to remind me how we did this.
Yeah.
Because you've done this in the past and I've done this in the past. If we use pass wall to open up, the 10-foot pit under someone, what is their
Spell
save?
save. You've done it with reflex DC against the spell save DC.
Okay. He's gonna try that because if he can take one of these guys down in a hole for a little while, that might be quite good. So, but hold on, no, their reflex is really good.
Their reflex is really good. Just pump out DPS if you can.
Matt, I'm a fool. Did I on my turn ask for that splash damage, that persistent damage?
I think no, but yeah, it was 6, I
Okay.
think, right?
Yeah. 6.
Okay.
Oof.
Yeah, Endurance is going to lash out with a chain lightning, I think.
Yeah.
It is a free
Now we're just-
reflex, but it's high damage anyway. So the one closest to him critically succeeds.
So it stops the spell.
Damn it. That's irritating. He is then going to do a 1-action 4th level heal on Igora. So that's just going to be 48 then, I think.
Yep.
20 back to you. We move to this guy who is going to... He's going to step. And he's going to try and punch Benji. 45. You were muted.
With a few times get caught muted, that's going to be a crit.
All right, so that will be 64 damage, and 7 fire damage because your fire resistance takes off 7, but it doubled, so it's going to be 7 anyway. How you doing, Benji?
I'm down.
Oh,
That's
Yeah,
fine.
I had
We can get you
61
back
HP
up.
for that strike.
Oh no, we are
These
in
things are basically guaranteed to crit on their first attack.
Ah,
Yeah.
pickle.
Yeah.
We're in a pickle.
He's gonna turn around and
Well, I guess they have a 50% chance to crit on their first attack.
41 on Igora.
41 on Igora. What is Igora's AC these days?
What is-
That will hit, but not crit.
What is Igora's AC?
32. So
All right.
I take a hit, but not a crit, so that will be 30 minus.
32 damage in total.
Yep, cool. Still up.
All right. That was that guy's turn. This one.
Oh god, I just realized how mean you could be with these things. Because if you used like the damaging when you like, if you use like the body smacking ability with someone who's unconscious, they'd be just taking.
Well, here's
They'd
the
be
thing.
dead.
The second one is going to try and punch Endures in Darkness. That will be a hit, but not a crit, I don't think. Oh no, that is a crit. So that will be
Endures.
54 plus. He's not going to go down because of the nice healing that he got.
I gave him 83.
Total of 58, I think.
Yes, it's fine. If Endures dies, I can get him back up very quickly.
58. But the important thing is that he is grabbed now. Let's do math real quick. That's not okay. And then rather than just smack someone with it, he is going to throw Endures with his last remaining 2 actions at Charlotte. He's going to use a boat he hasn't used yet, Whirlwind Throw. So it's the same as Body Strike, but it has a range and it's 2 actions. So Body Strike is going to be 33 damage to Charlotte if it hits. This will be a second
Well,
attack.
Matthew.
Yeah.
This is like a big attack because it whirls its grabbed creature about making a body strike against each creature within its reach. After that strike, it can hurl the creature. So it makes a body strike against Avi and Igora. And then it throws it at Charlotte.
All right. So, but it is still a second attack, I believe. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So this is
Yes.
going to be a D20 plus 25, then I guess.
Yeah.
32 only.
Hits Igora.
So Igora will take 16
Sure.
damage.
Yep.
Avi.
Igora takes 33. Endures takes 16.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
All right. And he ends up over there. That's the end of their turn.
Does he roll against me as well?
Yes. No, it's the same. It's the same attack.
It's the same
against-
roll. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So
Gotcha,
32
gotcha.
against you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 33 and Endures takes another 16.
Oh.
And now there'll be another attack roll against Charlotte.
Yes. Well, no, I think it's the same.
No, it's after, so it's a new attack roll. After the
Well,
strike,
well-
they can hurl the creature. The strike has the same attack modifier.
Oh, sorry, I
But
was
is
reading
it
the body
20?
strike rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah, making a body strike against each creature. I don't know if it's the same for everyone.
Hold on. The turn has a creature was making a body strike against each creature in reach after the strike.
Yeah, its map should be going down after each one. So the Avi should be at another minus 4.
No, I didn't use this.
That is
Yeah, it looks
important
like it's-
because that makes the difference for me.
Oh,
Yeah,
Okay.
and it looks like it's also an attack action. So in theory, everyone's right. This should be getting smaller
Yeah.
each time.
I'm giving myself those 33 hit points back.
Yep, and Endures gets 16 back. Alrighty.
All right. Ophelia's turn.
Ophelia is going to get Bard's Song back up with 1 action. And then with 2 actions, she is going to, she has another one of these, so she might as well do it. No, she wouldn't do that. With 2 actions, she's going to do another Synaptic Pulse.
Okay.
So
Which
another will say both of them. It's all enemies within 30.
Okay. We'll do the one closest to her first. Oh god, did I close the thing? Hold on a second.
Yep.
One closest will save. Critical failure.
Stunned for 1 whole
Ooh.
round.
Yay.
That might be very important. The second one
Oof.
succeeds, but not
Success.
critically.
So stunned 1.
Stunned 1.
Okay, I'm going to put the mask on this one so we know it loses its turn.
All right. Do you guys want to try and finish this fight, or do you just want to call it for this evening?
Let's finish off
I
the
want
round
to
before we call it.
We'll finish
Yeah.
the round. Yeah, we'll go to who starts.
Charlotte
Charlotte?
starts.
I want to finish it.
I leave it up to the
Uh,
rest of the team. I'm good to keep going for a bit, but if people are tired, we can end.
I am literally dying right now.
Okay,
Aw.
so we'll call it after Benji does their
All right,
save. then.
Benji, do your stuff.
Okay. Here I go with my save. I just roll a flat
Yeah.
d20.
Yep, flat D20. You're currently dying 1.
Oh no, I'm dying
So you
2. I
need
was
a-
crit.
Oh, you're dying 2, so you need 12 or better.
All right. 11.
No.
Dying 3. So chat,
No.
will Benji die? Will we be able to survive this encounter? Join us next time and find
Before you head up,
out.
there's one last question.
Ooh, boss
Oh.
is boss.
For McKenna, Kiara asks, why?
Oh. Oh.
Why?
Oh.
What?
And that is the last question for the evening.
Thank
Why,
you all so
what?
much for coming. Don't forget to check out our many other shows here on the channel, like Wild Ambition on Wednesday and in 2 weeks Astral Calling on Friday. Thank you all so much for coming. Check out our many other shows here on the channel, and we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.